You can't hide. Everybody is watching you.
I thought he was almost unbeatable at cruiserweight. Particularly in boxing, you need a different mindset to be a champion.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Despite all the people around you, when you step through those ropes, you're on your own. Boxing is dramatic. It's compelling. It's unpredictable.
I've always been willing to die in the ring, and I've said it before, and I know this could be it. It's life and death.
A boxer will win and win and win, and then all of a sudden it happens. Something they thought would never happen. They lose a fight. Immediately when you say upset, you just think of Mike Tyson.
He's in real trouble! He's down in the contest!
The David Haye, Carl Thompson fight.
He's done! Oh, he's all over the place. The towels come in from the Haye corner. The towels come in, and it's all over.
In my mind, at no stage in that fight was I going to have trouble. It was all about how am I going to knock him out and what's the after party looking like. I was thinking about all the wrong things. Whilst he's there thinking about life and death, I'm thinking about all of the things that distract you from winning.
That it's all over.
As I'm going to the hospital in an ambulance after, with horrendous migraine, the brain was pounding. I remember thinking, I'm not tough enough, I'm not strong enough.
If you lose in football, rarely are you sort of singled out as the one that has failed, and you often can win the next week. Boxing doesn't work like that. You know, one loss and it can set you back 2-3 years.
Just saying that I'm going to win the cruiserweight title first, then move up like Evander Holyfield, telling anyone that'd listen. So when you then lose to some guy who people were saying should retire, who was 38 years old, it's like, maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. You do. Doubts creep in. Tough enough, I'm not strong enough. The fight had been called off. Why don't I stop?
All over. Where did David Haye go to?
Yeah, taking the Haye fight or taking AJ and Ruiz, it can be really, really hard for fighters to bounce back from defeat. Really, really tough. Mentally and physically, you've got to go back, look at yourself in front of the mirror, go back to the drawing board, ask why.
I think what's so fascinating about serial winners is that even with the loss, they redouble their efforts. It seems to, if anything, increase their motivation to become the best they can be.
If I can pass a brain scan after this fight, I'm going to change how I live my life. I'm going to change my whole outlook on boxing and how hard I train and what I sacrifice, because I'm soft. And it took me getting a good humbling, a good arse whooping in 2004 to get me in the right position to then challenge the #1 in the division, Jean-Marc Mormet, in 2007. And once again, I took some beatings in that fight. I got knocked down in the 4th round.
Oh, he hits him with a good shot, and he hurt him.
I wasn't a shock to the system. I was battle hardened. I was tough then. I was man enough, and I was the best in the world. And was able to come back and 3 rounds later knock him out.
Hit it, down he goes. It's all over. We have a brand new cruiserweight champion of the world.
There you go. Get into range. As you come into range, come off the line. You come into range on rails. You need to come in. If you're going to jab downstairs, take your head off the line, and the other way with the jab, come here. Don't ever just come in a straight line, otherwise you're going to walk onto a shot. Yeah. And let's see that right uppercut as he comes in. Winners are willing to live in an uncomfortable place. So if you want to be comfortable in your uncomfort zone, you need to learn to live in that uncomfort zone on a daily basis in the gym, in sparring, in training. You need to put yourself in a position where it's not nice, it's not fun. So when you then go into a fight scenario and the going gets tough, it's just like every day in the gym. So it's marginal gains in every element of your life. It's those little things that people don't even know are relevant, all add up to winning and losing.
David had a brilliant career. He was a maverick, he was an entertainer, a real character. And
seeing how hard he worked and how he left no stone unturned in becoming what is, I think, it's only himself and Evander Holyfield, the only two men in history that have become cruiserweight champion of the world and then gone on to become heavyweight champion of the world. That tells you everything you need to know.
It's such an individual sport in many ways as well, because despite all the people around you, when you step through those ropes into the squared circle, you're on your own. And it's very, very lonely. There's that great moment when everybody gets into the ring and there's the anthem singers and there's the ring card girls and there's the promoters and managers. Everyone wants to be in that ring. Everyone wants to be seen. And it just dwindles down and they all start leaving and you're left with two people. And that has got to be the most pure, the most frightening, the most intense closeness of any sport. Everybody is watching you. You can't hide. You're bare.
Keep your legs, you're jumping out of range.